Arriving at Western in 2004, Corey McNair had flown under the radar of most university recruiters due to missing his final year of high school football as a result of a broken leg. Although it became apparent early in training camp that the Mustangs had found a hidden gem in McNair. Starting the year as an inside receiver, he was moved to the defense in an effort to rebuild the secondary, and by the fourth game of the season was starting at cornerback. Fellow defensive back Chris Greenwood stated, "From the day Corey McNair stepped onto the field at Western, you could tell he was different. As a defensive back, Corey had that rare combination of athletic ability, football IQ, and toughness." During the 2005 season, McNair was the second leading tackler on the team from his secondary position and had helped solidify the Mustang defense as it became the top-ranked unit in the country. Teammate Andrew Bain said, "Corey was the definition of a disciplined student-athlete. He approached both football and academics with the same level of focus and commitment, and he excelled at both. You could always count on him to put the work in, lead by example, and bring a steady presence to the locker room and the field." Now an anchor on the Western defense, McNair led the 2006 defense in tackles with 48, was honored as a first-team OUA All-Star and a first-team All-Canadian, and recognized as the MVP of the Mustang defense, and then played in the East-West Bowl game that spring. Coach Gleason recalled, "We could put Corey in all 5 positions in the secondary, and you never had to worry about assignment or performance. He was consistently reliable in every situation." During the miraculous 2007 comeback season, where the Mustangs were faced with winning the last 4 games of the regular season just to make the playoffs, McNair was the cornerstone of a defense that did not allow a touchdown for 16 consecutive quarters and gained the final playoff spot. McNair exhibited his toughness by playing the entire season with a cast over his fractured hand. Outstanding defensive performances throughout the playoffs, the Mustangs played Guelph in the 100th Yates Cup Championship, and a solid defensive game helped capture the Yates Cup title with a 34-21 win over the Griffins. The Mustang defense was the number 1 ranked D in the OUA, while McNair was the only defensive player of that squad to be honored as a first-team OUA All-Star. In 2008, McNair's final season with the Mustangs, he was second in team tackles as they went on to repeat as Yates Cup champions thanks to a stellar defensive performance in beating the Ottawa GGs 31-17. McNair would once again defy the pain and play the entire playoffs with a broken hand. The Mustangs advanced to the Mitchell Bowl semifinal, where the defense forged huge turnovers that helped lead the Mustangs to a 28-12 victory over the St. Mary's Huskies. The Mustangs advanced to play in their first Vanier Cup game since 1995. At the conclusion of the season, McNair was recognized as a first-team OUA All-Star for a 3rd consecutive year and was named a second-team All-Canadian. The Mustangs awarded McNair the Darwin Samodiuk Trophy, presented to the player who demonstrates significant contributions both on the football field and in academics. Academically, McNair earned his Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering from Western. He later returned to Western in 2013 to pursue his MBA at the Richard Ivey School of Business, graduating in 2014. Secondary coach P.J. Edgeworth said, "He possessed a combination of athletic skill, intelligence, and toughness rarely seen at the defensive back position. A natural leader, he raised the standard for everyone around him. He remains a lasting example of what great defensive back play looks like." His teammate Chris Greenwood states, "Beyond the accolades and achievements, Corey has always been a great friend and teammate. He held people accountable, led by example, and brought out the best in those around him. You always wanted him beside you in the huddle because you knew he was prepared, you knew he cared, and you knew he'd deliver. And he did all of that while excelling in one of the toughest programs on campus, engineering. The same discipline and focus he showed on the field carried over to the classroom. He didn't just represent the Mustangs as an athlete, he represented what it means to be a true student athlete." Corey McNair, a Mustang legend.